Peace, man. Welcome back to another episode of Stamp, man. It's episode 8, man. Go check out the first 7 episodes. We live. We here when we putting that work in, man. Like, subscribe. Definitely subscribe, man. Share it to your friends, family. Drop comments. Definitely on our YouTube. You see us on Instagram, Facebook, wherever on social media, man. Tap in, support. But on this episode, like I said, it's episode 8. We speaking on Roddy Ricch. The album we speaking on from Roddy Ricch is Please Excuse Me for Being Antisocial. This is Roddy's debut album. Shit dropped in 2020. Got 16 songs on it. It was released on Atlantic Records and Bird Vision Entertainment. Guest appearances on the album is Gunna, Lil Durk, Meek Mill, and amongst others on it. This album right here was a 2020 BET Awards album of the year, so definitely had to been a great album. Another plaque that Roddy got was 2020 most streamed album. Feel me? So definitely did numbers. You feel me? And the song on the album, The Box, as of now, I checked, it got 779 million views on YouTube. So definitely impressive numbers. But yeah, so Roddy Ricch, man. But you know, we here for that. But what y'all been up to? Y'all kicking? How y'all feeling?
Oh, everything's smooth.
Everything's smooth?
Super smooth. Man, we back. Another episode, new episode. We moving.
Yeah, anything like new for us? Music you checked out, pods, movies.
All right, so
sneakers or something that dropped that caught your eye. We could snap, you know what I mean? Before we get into the episode.
Man, Lotto album, bro. I know we spoke about it before, but
you tapped into that.
I ain't tapped in, but it's hard to not tap in because social media been feeding it. Like, she got some shit going on.
I ain't hear nothing, but because you said that, I'm definitely about
social media been pushing it.
Yet.
So she got some shit on her album.
I mean, she always did. Had like a little...
Yeah, she got a little bop to her.
Always.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I felt like I told you before, when it come to like Atlanta, she like the Nicki Minaj of Atlanta. Like how Nicki is to New York, I feel like.
I think that's when the hate gonna come. Like, I never really cared for Nicki music. I like...
No, I'm not saying that you... I'm just mean in general. Like how, you know, she's top tier female rapper in New York as far as, you know what I mean? Like, making it to where she made it with this rap shit.
I like the Lotto because I never looked at her and seen like a made up person. Like when I looked at Nicki Minaj, she looked made up. You know what I mean?
Barbie Dolly type.
You can't walk around the environment looking like that. You know what I'm saying? Lotto's more
classy,
you know what I mean?
Reserved.
I think that's dope about it. But yeah, man. Fat Joe. I hear that single from Fat Joe.
We was playing it when I came in here. So I didn't know if that was a new record or a blend, but you said it's a new record from Fat Joe.
Fat Joe dropped the album or a record?
It's a single.
Single?
Oh, but I got a prediction, right? So the joint is Fat Joe, Young Miami, Kiss.
That's what? Prediction?
So my
prediction, right?
How's it gonna go?
Oh, how it's gonna progress?
How's it gonna progress?
Okay.
So Joe's all over the joint. I mean, it's dope. Period. It's Mike Zombie, and you know Mike Zombie produced. You know what I'm saying? Drake and Young M.A.'s on Ooh whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So did she? I don't know if he did Ooh, but anyways, it's Dre, Cool and Dre, Mike Zombie, MC Light is on the sample, but watching a little clip with from Joe and Jada when they premiered the joint, Kiss was saying that they actually got MC Light in the studio to re-record her joint.
That's dope.
So, as I'm keep listening to the record, the tag is Cool and Dre, which Jay says. So it's just like mad. And then on top of that, it's a
nostalgic.
You see, like it's something. Yeah,
it's nostalgic.
Because Cool and Dre, they got that sound that, and plus that Cool and Dre, Fat Joe, that's DJ Khaled. Like, you know.
So it's Jay. The Cool and Dre tag is Jay saying Cool and Dre. Yes, Jay-Z.
Okay, so you seem like it's some extra shit that's already probably laid out.
It kind of feels like a Marvel movie. Like it's so much Easter eggs in the track. And then on top of it, it's a big sample.
That's Puffy.
You talking
Puffy? Yeah, it was really Puffy out. Yeah, it was P Diddy and the Family.
Yeah,
it's that
damn, what's the name of that song?
Banks was on the joint.
Yeah, fuck. Damn, I know
hear
you
it.
know.
You know
Yeah,
it.
hold on,
hear
go ahead.
it.
Y'all speak on it. Let me find it. Go
Oh,
ahead.
You
yeah.
won't catch you slip. Pop check.
That's the
Never had a
sample?
hot gunner. That's a sample. It's a
Alright.
yeah, sample hard. But what I'm saying, so Kiss is only on 2 bars of the whole joint. He got Kiss just
Victory. That's the victory beat.
Damn, why couldn't I think of that?
Yeah, I couldn't. Yeah, it's the victory beat.
But he got Kiss
For a
on
remake.
2 bars of that joint, right? Now, it feels like a New York song.
Facts.
New York is 3-1. Either they're gonna win the day or they're gonna win the next game. The song is cool, but once they win, that shit gonna turn up crazy. And then when that thing turned up, the funny thing is, I was saying to my guy when I heard it for the first time yesterday, and he realizes that Kiss was only on 2 bars. I said, yo, I think it's gonna be a remix. And then we're gonna get a Kiss verse. So now I happened to stumble on Joe and Jada little snippet of the premiere of the joint.
Yeah, reaction.
Yeah, the first reaction to the joint.
Yeah.
And Kiss says, "You're the only person that ever got me for 2 bars." And Joe said, "You know why I got you for 2 bars? Because the remix is coming." So I don't only think it's gonna be Kiss
and Joe
remix. No.
You think it's gonna be
that shit gonna be
Jay.
a New York anthem or some shit?
You think Jay?
Jay.
You feel like Jay?
I feel Jay gonna be on that. It's gonna be one of the biggest songs of the summer. They gonna win a championship. He got a concert next month.
Yeah.
New York gonna be too turned up.
So you already unraveled this. He already.
I was already right about the Kiss on the remix.
Word.
Okay.
This my prediction.
It could do some numbers. We'll see where
we
it
gonna
goes.
see, man. We gonna see what the Knicks do,
wrong.
man. Knicks is in the final versus the Spurs, man. We gonna see what that record do, man. Check it out. Watch the playoff finals with all that. But like I said, we here for the Roddy Ricch album, man. Please excuse me for being anti-social. So we gonna get into a few. We got 5 songs that we all agreed upon that we fuck with. You know, we'll give y'all our feedback on the records that we like. So we're gonna pick 5, and then we're gonna get into the rest of the album, man. So stay tuned. So the first song we gonna listen to is called Moonwalking, featuring Lil Durk. So let's tap in. Yeah, man. So that was Moonwalking featuring Lil Durk.
Fire. Yeah, I think it's fire. I don't expect much from Roddy. I just expect good music. I'm not looking for
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not looking for much. I just want good music.
Hey, yo, so nobody was going to ask me why I picked this album?
Man, I know why you picked this damn album.
Yeah, yo. So, Sean, why you pick this album?
Why you pick this album, Sean?
Why you pick this album? You said you turning up this episode, so you picked this. So what up?
I ain't turning up. I'll tell you that much. I was capping about that. But just a good vibe. Like, it ain't no, this ain't even, if I ain't looking for bars,
it's a vibe.
It's a vibe.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, the melodic tone and the some good beats, and then on top of that with some slick bars.
Yeah, Roddy, he do set the tone for that, and plus he got that distinctive voice.
Yeah.
So his voice kind of already set him apart from any other artist. Because like, what would you consider this? R&B, rap? Like, what kind of?
That was a good question. I was thinking that.
Yeah. What do they?
Where would you put this?
I mean, who wasn't this like? I mean, who's the starter of this? Ja Rule? Was Ja Rule the first to kind of do the rappy sing back and forth type shit?
I don't know about Ja Rule.
No, I'm saying, but just
I get. Yeah, I mean, I see
nobody really classified
nobody
it as a sound. What's this sound like?
I think a few people fall in that category, like a Nelly,
Ja. Yeah.
I mean, he just got that distinctive voice. You know what I mean? And I could, like how we spoke about Drake, where you can't kind of. Not that, but you can't really transition from riding from the suburbs into the hood, listening to a Drake album or a specific song. With Roddy, you could kind of cruise through the city and just vibe out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
one of them. This is one of them artists where you could kind of soak it up and enjoy the whole album, no matter what you got going on.
I think this is like the trans. If you was a dude that grew up on rap music, and you don't know how to transition into R&B, this is a step.
This is the step. Okay, yeah, you're right. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Like I ain't really ready for R&B.
That makes sense.
You know what I mean?
I can see that.
That's dope. Yeah, man. Honestly, when I first listened to the album, obviously 2020, I probably, I don't honestly remember this record. Honestly, when I had checked my playlist, I ain't have it in there personally. But when I, re-listened to the album, I was like, it's a dope record. Definitely something I had added to the playlist. But it's cool. I rock with it. But yeah, so moving forward with the next song we got Perfect Time. So let's chop it up with that after we played. Nigga, yeah, so that was Perfect Time by Roddy Ricch off the album Please Excuse Me for Being Antisocial. Song, you know, what does perfect time mean to you? When you listen to it back then, how does it make you feel now when you listen to Perfect Time?
I'm gonna keep it 1,000. It don't mean nothing to me. Like,
that's what I'm telling you.
As I was going through this album, because we was doing, like, I chose this album intentionally because I was like, yo, I don't want to get stuck into the 90s joint.
Yeah.
I actually, I got a wide range of what I listen to. Mm-hmm. And I said, all right, let's bring it forward a little bit with this joint because I love it. But I started to dissect it like I was dissecting, even though I thrashed Nori last week. I'm like, content-wise, Nori is a guy compared to these like a Roddy Ricch and them. Like, you know what I'm saying? At least it's on top. The subject matter is there. Like a Roddy Ricch, and we just when we went through Moonwalking, like Dirk says something like, I need racks like Serene. Like they bounce back and forth between bars so much that I don't really know what they're saying. It just sounds fly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's melodic, it sounds fly, but it's some slick lines here and there. But I'd be lying if I told you like, yo, it meant something to me.
Word.
He kind of explained exactly where I was going with it because it's no real, like I told you, it's no real, I'm not looking for nothing specific when it comes to Roddy. Just good music. I'm chilling. I'm vibing. I'm not looking for special bars. I'm not looking for him no hit or miss. I'm just riding, listening to Roddy. It's like you said, sometimes I don't even know what they're saying or what it means.
What it means. Like, I know what they're saying. I don't know what it means.
What I mean? So he kind of explained it exactly how I feel about Roddy.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't remember this record. Obviously, like it's another record that wasn't part of my playlist initially when I grabbed from the album when that just caught my attention. So it was cool. It ain't stand out too much to me neither, but like you said, it's a vibe. Nothing that's like you saying nothing too lyrical. Like you said, I don't really look for Roddy on some lyrical tip neither. But like you said, I like on occasion a few sharp little jabs with the bars and all that. But you know, cool record. But before I go into another track that we picked, I got a question. So, what kind of social are you? Are you anti-social or are you a social individual?
I'm super social. I'm social. I feel like that's in order to in the environment we live in, man. You got to be social, bro. You got to know how to interact with people. You know what I'm saying? Networking, just being able to talk to people is a huge attribute. Being antisocial don't open up doors.
Fact.
Yo, what do you think I am?
Probably like me, you an ambivert as they call it. You anti-social and you social.
That's
you both. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing. I think because
it depends on the environment and the mood of the day. You feel me?
Because of my profession, it may seem like I'm social, but I'm really not. I don't like talking. You know what I mean? Like this is new for me. You know what I mean? Like I don't like talking. But I also it be because I don't relate to a lot of like. That's why this room is special because I relate to y'all. You know what I mean? I can have a same level conversation, whereas I deal with a lot of folks that I'm like, oh, I shouldn't be saying this.
You should be saying it.
I shouldn't.
We worded differently. That's all. Shit.
I shouldn't.
You should. You gotta be able to express yourself freely, openly.
No, 100%. But my people be watching. I was like, damn, am I one of the 20?
Man. I wanted to ask, because you feel me with the title of the album, you know, it says, please excuse me for being antisocial. Like, granted, like you're saying, we in the world, whether it's a street environment or the urban environment, who knows what part of the world you're from that you're watching this, but granted, most people probably shun people if you anti-social, that's your bag. You know what I'm saying? I always tell people, whatever bag you in, capitalize off of that. But me personally, I'll say when I was younger, I was social, but I grew into being anti-social just due to like being around, like I said, no glorification, but being around dudes that was really stepping. You know what I'm saying? And ironically, like, you know, a song on the album called Big Stepper, but dudes that was really about that. And I ain't want to expose too much of myself. You feel me? Because that shit to me was when I seen it with other people will be exposed as a weakness. Niggas know where you live at. You know what I'm saying? You might just be naturally talking around dudes that you don't really know. You know what I'm saying? They trying to line you up. So I grew into this being antisocial and not you know, I remember niggas probably like, yo, who's your man? It's talking about me. And I'm like, yo, home official, but granted, I know I'm official.
Yeah.
But niggas don't know you. They gonna try you either way, even if they did know you. But when they don't know shit about you because you laid back, you observant, they probably think you soft. But as I got older, like you were saying earlier, Ant, like I became social. You know what I'm saying? But I really don't fuck with people like that. But I understand that you gotta articulate a little bit more. You gotta network with niggas more. You feel me, to get through certain doors. You feel me, without selling your soul or being a people pleaser. Feel me, so. Definitely was a question that came to mind, but to go into another song we all agreed upon, you feel me? The next record is Boom Boom Room. Definitely fuck with this one. Yeah, man. So that was Boom Boom Room, man. Dope record, man. I'll probably say one of my favorite records. You feel me? One of my favorite hooks on the project in total. You know what I'm saying? Mud, you know what I mean? Sipping mud, nigga. You feel me? One of my lines I like, it was I remember when I was going to eat. You know what I'm saying? Pull up Bentley with no key. You feel me? So it's like just you know, I come from the bottom. You feel me? Like, and just that hunger pain of just like, bro, like niggas might look a certain way, dress a certain way, but some, you know what I mean? You don't know what niggas' reality is. You feel me? You might pull up in the new V. It might not be nothing to the next man, but that might be a trophy to you. You feel me? Just to be able to pull up in that Bentley or pull up in this Acura or whatever car you do want at the time, and then hopefully in time you plateau to another ambition to achieve. So definitely was a fire record for me. One of my favorites. Sean, what you think about the record?
Oh, it's joint dope. Y'all know what Boom Boom? What this about?
Talk to me.
The Boom Boom.
It reminded me of like
Life. I thought
that's what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
You ever watch the video for this?
Yeah, I was watching this morning.
I'm about to say, it reminds me
yeah.
Boom Boom. Remember how when Boom Boom
Life?
In Life.
Yeah.
And then when he started imaginating, they was actually in the Boom Boom.
Yeah.
And the video was kind of like that too.
True.
It was dope.
It do give you those vibes of like motivation and like success. You know what I'm saying? Like one day I'm gonna make it out, and I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? To give you that vibe, like,
damn, man, you just I was even so I'm really genuinely asking you what would you think, what you thought this song was about, but saying that and Bentley Keys and XYZ, like that's probably what he envisioned when he was making the song.
That's his version of the Boom Boom.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I really would love to get with a Roddy Ricch or even somebody that could break these songs down. I love them sonically, but either they mad to code it and I'm just not comprehending, or
it be like that though. A lot of artists be too not saying that Roddy is too intricate with what he's saying, but sometimes music just go way beyond or above our heads where we be like, damn, I ain't even catch that. You know what I'm saying? Or I can't unravel what he was trying to get at in this album. I mean, on this song. It may be hard to us, but we still don't know.
But is that a good thing or is it a bad thing?
I think it's good. I feel like music, whatever you get out of a song is what you get. You know what I mean? What you take from a song that you like.
For sure. I mean, at the end of the day, like, music is like, I can't wait till we get to the next show because I feel like this is a better explanation of it, but it's a painting. You know what I mean? We if somebody makes an abstract painting and he put on the wall, we all three have
different opinions on what we see. You're right about that. That makes sense.
I can't fault. And on top of that, it reminds me of, I remember I love Reasonable Doubt. And that reason why I just, to this day, man, I'm probably going to listen to songs. At this point, I think I listened to it enough for me to pick up on everything on there. But it took years of me breaking that down.
Because that's one of them albums that it mature with you.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
As you get older, things in life start to become more, it start unraveling a little bit more. So you see life a little differently. Right. You know what I'm saying? Shit start making sense.
Right.
Because a lot of this music that we grew up on, I listen to because I like the bop, you know, the beat, the rapper, but I wasn't unraveling what these rappers was really talking about until I got in my late 20s, where it was like, and I actually sat down and was, you know, going through life situations, driving or whatever the case may be, traveling, and I'm playing these songs where it's like, damn, that's what he was saying, or that's what he, you know what I mean? It's like you don't understand a lot of this music until you get to a certain age where you can understand the music.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
I think this shit is like, it's meant for who it's meant for at the time. Like, obviously his age bracket, his area where he's from, they might 100% get whatever the fuck he's saying.
Where Roddy Ricch
Obviously-
from?
Cali,
What?
yeah.
LA?
But I think
Compton, right?
like
I
what
think
you,
Compton.
yeah, I think that what you were saying, like, how do you know, like, far as creating? Like, when I used to be fucking with the music, like, granted, I'm trying to bring you into my world, but at the same time, I know everybody don't think like me. So I try to break it down without simplifying it so much to the point that it's like it's boring.
Right.
I'm always thinking, how can I depict me walking to the corner store in a way that is entertaining, but I ain't saying nothing that's too far fetched and unbelievable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you said, painting that picture that they might not be ready for this. My brain might be ready to paint something crazy, but I'm gonna splash a little bit of why you got that yellow when it's all black.
Right.
Compared to just going wild with it, like, yo, I got mad ideas. So it's kind of like slowly, like I always say, put the candy in the medicine, or the medicine in the candy, whatever. But yeah, that was the boom room. But go ahead, brother.
Yo, you just asked where Roddy's from. How you feel about what you think about when I'm telling you from Cali?
I don't feel no type of way.
You don't think?
But what's your question? What you mean, like?
Where you going with that? You feel like he don't represent Cali artists?
I think he do. I think he do. But usually when you hear somebody from the West Coast, you know he from Cali.
That's what I'm saying. So you feel like he might not represent it as much as a Cali
I think he
representative?
does. I think he does. I just think
sonically he sounds like an Atlanta nigga.
Mm-hmm.
To an extent, I do feel like he has an Atlanta type vibe to him. He's just talking somewhat Cali or that diagram, area of Cali language.
I get that. If I was a box Roddy in, I'd say I would say he sound like a Gunna.
Atlanta.
Thug. Tory. A Boogie.
Okay.
Oh, you saying like
but
he could be compared to
that's why I box him in.
Yeah.
But you're right about the Atlanta. Well, that's what I'm saying. When you said Atlanta, you're right. Like 2 out of the 4 I just said is Atlanta.
Yeah. So I don't get Cali from Roddy. That's why I said where he from. Cause when you said it, I'm like, oh yeah, he is from Compton or some shit.
I faintly remember, not to cut you off, that I think in his earlier years, mixtape wise, he kind of expressed that he was inspired by that type of sound.
Was he? I remember him saying
what sound? The Atlanta sound?
Yeah. Which a lot of artists that it's kind of hard, not to like that shit. And not,
And plus, that's who was killing the market at the time. Migos, Thug, Gunna.
Right.
Atlanta was,
the street.
In them years, 2019, 18, 19, 20.
Couldn't escape that shit.
You couldn't escape that.
I can trying to tap in some of that, whether it's a beat selection or the type of hooks you writing, you feel me?
Right.
Or a producer from out there in Atlanta.
Yeah, so I get Atlanta as far as maybe sounding sonically, but when I listen to the music, I'm like, he Cali.
Yeah, okay.
I mean,
true. Yeah, man. So that was Boom Boom Room, man. Sean was saying he feel like that kind of either the name of the song or just the video itself too was like kind of inspired by the movie Life, when they went to the Boom Boom Room and all that. But yeah, check that out, man.
I wonder if that's what Roddy had envisioned.
Yo, Roddy, hit the comments, nigga. Let us know
how you say that. If that was what this whole, like you said, you want to know what was
for sure
the thought process behind these. For
sure.
Did y'all see the video? Let us know.
I think from watching
I watched it this morning.
Watch the video, I would say yeah.
Remember we was talking about videos a couple episodes
because of
ago.
the video, right?
And niggas are like, niggas, that video been out since probably 2020. This is the first time I think I've seen this shit.
So I went down a Roddy rabbit hole a few months back, and I was like,
a Roddy rabbit hole. You don't, man. With you and this music shit, we gonna get into it.
Nah, let's get into it.
But the Roddy Ricch rabbit hole don't go deep enough. Pause. He don't have a body, a big enough. I'm pretty sure I've said this in multiple casts and podcasts now. He don't have a big enough body of music.
He got 3 joints that I could go back to.
Man.
On Feed the Streets.
Yeah.
this album,
Anti-Social joint,
and then his latest,
the last
album,
the last.
Feed the Streets 3 was the last.
Because he had a Feed it. Well, so it wasn't Feed the Street. His
Before we even get into that, what was when was his latest album released?
His last album itself is the Live Life Fast 2021.
Is it over for Roddy Ricch?
That's another question I was pose, but
listen, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know because I don't know who is his core base and how they feel about it.
Like what? Yeah. Why did he stop making music?
I think when he came out with the Live Life Fast, that was one of my questions. I think the average listener probably caught on to Rowdy during this time. So they probably was expecting a certain sound or energy of him to carry this on. But he got other projects before that he probably, and niggas grow up and change.
But if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You got, he was in his own lane.
You just said broke.
Sonically, he was kind of isolated from any other artist.
I think when you say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? As somebody who was avidly listening to Roddy, hearing him, I was like, yo, this album, I like the DNA song on the album.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, yo, and him being so young, like his next joint gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Like, he gonna take it up a notch.
Because this one was top tier.
You know what I'm saying? And when he dropped
Live Life Fast,
it wasn't.
He dropped the ball.
He ain't dropped the. But here's the thing: at the time, because I expected him to elevate, I kind of looked at it that way.
Mm.
It had joints on there, but I was like, he ain't.
He keep transcending.
You know what I'm saying?
Upward.
He was supposed to take off.
And I think a lot of people felt that way. But when I say I got to that Roddy rabbit hole, I don't know why. I don't know what came across my joint that I said, let me go listen to Roddy. I went back, listened to this album. I was like, fire. And that's how I started watching all the videos.
Mm-hmm.
And I just
you went down to YouTube, well, whatever. You went down the rabbit hole of watching the video.
I legit bought that. You know, I got Apple joints, but I actually bought the album. I bought this. Right. Then I bought the second album, and I said to myself, like,
this shit cool. I fuck with it.
Yeah, it might not be the first album.
What, this one?
No, the Live Life Fast joint.
It was real good. It just wasn't the first one.
It's better. You
had high expectations.
I think on this album, like we were saying, like it's a vibe. I think Roddy was trying to tap into his penmanship on the second one. He was creating better songs. It just wasn't these vibes. Right, yeah. I think they probably wanted the vibes.
But when Roddy you set the bar so high, though,
yeah, he had a big. Yeah,
I think
20 that's album of the fucking year.
So I don't think it had nothing to do with his talent. I think it just the people perception. They expected so much. It's like they threw him to the wayside because like we wanted more for you, but he's like, damn, I gave you fire. What more do you want from me?
Right. Yeah, I'm giving you new fire just in a different way. Yeah, you know,
bro. That I'll be thinking like, is it over for Roddy?
That second album was better than a lot of people's.
And that's why I didn't get it when they were saying this Rowdy dumb. Like, yo, this shit. But like you were saying,
I'm like, he's a talented.
Like you were saying on camera, like they don't check the comments. That shit going. There was a lot of that. Yeah. He was checking them comments and niggas just flaming them. But it probably wasn't his core audience that was saying that. Like I fuck with Rowdy. I probably caught on to him before he, probably Feed the Streets too. But like you said, prior to, I did the research and checked. It was cool. So when this album dropped, it took a minute for me to really gravitate to it because I think for me, when I hear like a record that's crazy, I stay away from it because I think it's the people that gravitate to it. It's like, y'all niggas just want to hear the newest hot thing. I want to really, when it die down a little bit, then I jump into it to see if it's really that. Because sometimes some of the culture just, this shit's new, they get on it. It's every couple years, it's a new hot artist, niggas, this nigga, this chick, and then 2 years later, you don't hear about him. So the answer, I don't think Rowdy is done. I think he got to get out his own head. And
but at some point,
some niggas is done. But Rowdy, I think he can find his path.
When you start letting that gap get bigger and bigger,
true.
You start to lose the momentum of the audience that you had.
True.
So if you let that gap keep getting bigger, people start to forget about you. You know what I mean? Exactly. Then that leaves room for you to have to put in so much more work to get to where you started. Right, or where you was initially trying to go.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Because now you got, instead of having 10 detours, you got 1,000 detours. You know what I mean? It's not the road not easy no more because people had these high expectations of you and then you drop the ball. And like you said, it may not have been dropped the ball, but some of his fans might have thought that.
True.
And then when you get to year 2, year 3, year 4,
nothing going on.
it's like, come on, bro.
How long has it been since he dropped that last
2021.
The 2021, yeah. And that
you talking
mixtape was 2022. So it's been a little
So
grippy.
at what point do you still want to have that core audience? I mean, granted, you still gonna have your people that,
They just want to see that.
Yeah, exactly. They just want they here for Roddy.
Back. Yeah, they got. Yeah.
But I mean, is that gonna sustain you for
sustain the sales,
exactly,
the attention, and the feedback? Yeah, man. So, Roddy, man, where you at, man?
Feed the streets.
Feed the streets, nigga. You know what I mean? Feed them and make them full. You feel me? Pause, feel me? But next song that we all agreed upon, we rock with was Roll. Jit. That was Roll Dice, man. Roll Dice, man.
Bro,
Roll Dice.
Fire. Man. For some reason, this one of my top. This is my top 3 songs on the album. I feel like production behind this shit so hard. The beat, fire.
Production and just melodic, man.
Just,
I don't know what's more to give you other than the melody. Like, yo, that's what he elite at, melody.
Yeah,
that's because his melody, voice so distinct.
The mood, man. It's like for me, man. I think an album or a song is just a capture in the moment of life and time. You feel me? Anything. It could be a good moment, bad moment, whatever the case may be. So you gotta calculate how you want to put it together, but you gotta capture the moment. You feel me? Like even with movies, I think movies and music go hand in hand. Like I think when I listen to a good song, I think of a movie, or I think of a part of my life that it can connect to. So I think like however they sonically made this track, and he obviously laid his vocals, even what he's saying, but how he's saying it. That shit is like you saying painting pictures, man. And like for me, it's probably like I think this is my favorite record on the whole album. It's my favorite record. You feel me? Like this to me matched the energy that I be on. You feel me? Like when I'm in my vibe bag and I ain't on no lyrical shit or just on some like running around, I'm just chilling like a ride, like you said, ride through the hood, ride through the suburbs, wherever you at, I can put this on and I'm straight. Like even with one of the lines, he was like, been through strife, not my heart cold as ice. You feel me? Like. I feel that, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm working through my own traumas, you feel me? Like we said about the inside social shit, to be more social, to be more expressive without feeling vulnerable, you know what I'm saying? Of course you don't want to expose your hand too much, but still getting through certain things that a nigga have been through street shit or regular childhood shit or life shit in general. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like nigga said, live my life, I had to roll dice, you feel me? So a lot of us, life ain't always easy for everybody, you feel me? So sometimes you roll them dice and just hope. Like it ain't just I'm rolling them dice, I know what I'm about to get. Like nigga, I hope I don't crap out. You know what I'm saying? I hope I get this, I hope I get that. So that's just definitely one of them records that stood out to me. Definitely I instantly, like I said, put this in the playlist, and definitely a record that I still listen to from 6 years ago. So it's a
Well, this dropped in 2019?
2019. Probably it's 2019 December, so you could say 2020. Yeah. So that shit probably kicked off COVID.
Christmas.
COVID hit, and that's why everybody rocking this shit. Niggas in the crib.
That is a fact. Now that you point that out.
I remember being in the crib. I had my family house, and I was fixing that apartment up.
Get prepared
to this joint right here.
Oh, word.
Yeah, that shit
got me through it.
I had Joe on ass.
Working.
Haircuts almost ain't make it.
Rolling the dice.
Really rolling the dice. Trying to get all that shit taken care of, bro.
You said, I can't think of the bars right now, but you said like how he would say certain things, like the tone on. I can hear it. Like he just, he was, man, Roddy, come on, come back out from the streets. Come outside.
Come outside. I don't think he understands how influential he is to like the culture.
I think
in just that small period of time.
I think, you're right. Fans gotta be a little more appreciative of the artist, man, because
that too, but like the attention span of these kids nowadays, this generation is so short. It's like
I get that, but I hit 100. I'm with you 100%.
Like,
but I don't know what reset that need to happen.
Yeah,
but it has to happen, man, because you got
this the reset.
It's social media.
This the reset, right?
And I don't want to say that, but you're right. You're right. You know what I'm saying? Because I want people to start to appreciate the music that's being put out, man. So the artists value what they're doing. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Because if I do something like all right, just not we everybody loved his first album, so we just put that to the side. But if I spent my time, my effort making that second album, and folks is like, yo, this ain't it, this ain't it, this ain't it. When I actually went back and listened to it, I was like, yo, it actually was it. I don't want to do this no more.
Yeah, but that goes back to what we spoke about. Checking the comments. When you an artist of that quality, bro, it's not about what the little itty bitty fans down here think. Look where his album got him.
They loud though.
Look where his album got him. He got a lot of accolades with this album. You don't need to listen to what these little itty bitties people think, because the masses told you that this shit was a piece of work. You know what I'm saying? Like when you start to get acknowledgments from, you know what I'm saying, the top tier, the BETs, the Grammys, shit like that. This album was one of those albums that kind of like set the bar for him. That kind of like put him over that. You know what I'm saying?
I think we all agree upon that. As far, I mean, I'm jumping because I'm.
So why would you pay attention to what people are telling you as far as this is not it? You just keep pushing.
They the consumer though.
Yeah, but at some point you have to understand, like, you can't let the consumer dictate the direction that you're going. Your talents is going to take you to where you need to be.
When you this status, I feel like, but the consumer does, because you rely on themselves.
No, I get where you're coming from. The consumer is where you make your money. But how do you dictate? You can't dictate how you feel about the music you put out, because if that's the case, it's like what we talked about last week. You can't make everybody happy.
I think, honestly, with the name of this album being Please Excuse Me for Being Antisocial, that don't mean that you being antisocial that you may not be confident. You know what I'm saying? But I think some of that antisocial shit comes from, him probably losing his weight with the music is probably because he really don't have that confidence within his music. Because like you're saying, if I'm looking at the comments, and granted, you might have put your best album out that you feel tops this album, Rowdy, whatever, and you get that reception of niggas could be trolling you just to do it.
Right.
But you really know, you like, oh, I did my best, and niggas said this shit is trash. Right. Yeah, I get it, it's gonna play with your head. But if you confident in saying, well, damn, this might not be the one, cool, let's go back in the lab and restructure some new shit and just keep, fuck it, they gotta deal with me. They gotta just, I'm here. I'm not falling back. But I know Rowdy, even after the second album, he was putting out singles and shit. And niggas was still, this ain't it. And then he like, oh, fuck this shit, I'm done. So maybe even with this album, his being his first, he probably letting us know, like, bro, I'm sensitive about my shit. Who said that? It was Lauren. Somebody said that shit. Was it Lauren Hill?
You're right. Somebody said that.
Like, yo, I'm sensitive. Artists are sensitive about their shit. It's me being, when I used to really be in my music bag, whatever, like I said, I'm trying to figure out that process. Niggas is sensitive. Even if I send somebody something that I personally feel is fire, it depends on who you, like you saying, who you sending it to. I'm not sending it to no Joe Blow ass nigga. I'm sending it to somebody that I know, whether they know me or not, I respect their opinion. Like, it's been times I send him shit and he be like, I fuck with it, Rob, but you can woo-woo. But I respect his opinion, which is why I'm sending it to him. Is that ultimately what I wanted to hear initially? No, I wanted to hear his shit and say it was good. He ain't say that. Cool. I go back in and he say, that sound better, Rob. Cool. That's what he probably need. But fuck the fan. Not say fuck the fans, but the fans gonna feel how they want to feel. That's why I was saying, like, most fans are fickle. But your core base, if your core base is saying that, then clearly whenever he dropped, I guess, the Feed the Street shit, I don't know what it really did as far as if people received it a certain way. I heard some of the music off of it. I honestly didn't download the shit. It doesn't mean it was bad music, but it just didn't grab my attention compared to the Live Life Fast and then this album.
So, and I haven't gone back to that Feed the Streets. That's 3
years.
So I can't really speak on that too tough.
Yeah.
But I can speak on the Live Life Fast, where I was probably just like the masses, caught up in that train of thought. But I go back and listen, I'm like, yo, that was hot. That was top tier music. Now, if I'm an artist and I'm making top tier music, and then you like, it ain't good enough.
Yeah. No, I get.
I'm kind of stuck. Like, what else can I do?
I hear where you coming from.
Give you my best.
I hear where you coming from, but that don't mean you just
stop. Yeah.
But it's tough. It's tough to keep going. Imagine if.
No, I hear you, but when you make it to that plateau, You don't just stop.
Imagine you giving a shorty your best work.
But that's that shorty. All right, perfect. I'm glad you said that because that's a perfect example. So imagine you giving one chick your best, and she fickle, like y'all said, right?
I'm like,
this nigga, bro, you could have did way better. You tripping. But then you go get this bitch your best, and she like, nigga, you blaze me.
I get that.
So it's a fine line between trying to make everybody happy. You're not gonna make that bitch happy. She told you wasn't it. This bitch told you went OD in it. So it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't care about.
That don't mean you gonna stop fucking bitches.
I guess it's the odds.
Nigga don't admit that.
I guess it's
like,
the
he had to think about it. Like, man, maybe I might just stop fucking. If this, but yeah, man, come on, man. Like, I get where you coming from. That shit could probably add so much more pressure to you making music. But you don't stop making music, nigga. If a bitch tell you ain't performing right, you giving up on fucking bitches? Hell
you hitting back to back, and they saying shit trash. How that would make you feel? You hitting 5 bitches.
Listen,
that's right. You hit the last 5 joints you done took now. Was saying
then that mean you need to get your shit together, nigga.
And that's
go get you a blue chew, nigga.
Cut the check.
You know what I'm saying? But bro, that just means you gotta figure something out and readjust shit, bro. That's like saying what they say, dust yourself off and try again, my nigga.
Yep.
You don't give up on you don't give up on your passion, bro. If your passion is music and you feel like, look where you made it. You made it to a position with music that obviously you're doing something right. Now, if artists say, if you got a niche fan base that's saying, this album wasn't where it needed to be, then step it up. Right. And if you feel like you can't step it up, you continue to feed the streets music. You don't just stop completely.
You ever watch any of Roddy's interviews?
No. Does he have a lot of interviews?
He don't. But he is, I don't say soft spoken.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. I could get that from him.
He might not be the most. See, now for you to go take down 5 joints and all 5 of them like, yo, that's weak, and you keep going,
chewy.
Your confidence gotta be up there.
I didn't say you keep going. I said you go get a blue chew. He said, you just readjust. Like, bro, yeah. Yo, that's all I'm saying. You don't just give up.
I hear what you're saying.
I see where you coming from, but
and I see where you're coming from as well.
Fix your shit.
But do we factor in the age? Like, I just looked. Roddy 27. You know what I'm saying? So we talk about at this time he dropped the joint. When he 21?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's 21.
With this album?
Yeah.
This one. The latest album, 21. The album 2021?
Yeah, 21. So he early 20s and shit trying to figure it out.
So he probably had all the confidence in the world. I'm pretty sure he had all the confidence in the world after the first album because it proceeded well.
Yeah.
Now the second album, people ain't taking in as well. Yeah. So maybe your confidence goes. How old was he at that time? What's the gap between them 2 albums?
It's 2 years.
2 years. So now he's 24. You know what I'm saying? Confidence might be down. At our age, man, we don't put enough work to be like, you tripping. You capping. At 24 years old, you probably not as confident as you was. You saying readjust.
So what's the next move? Nigga, go get a job? What you saying Roddy should do? No. Is it over with music because you 27 now?
I'm saying he talented. He needs to feed the streets. But
that's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, bro. You make adjustments.
I think this album being called what it's called is letting everybody. I think that's why he probably named it that, because people probably were saying.
But that's this specific album. We're not talking about. He made an album after this.
But so obviously, I would make an album after this because people love this album. It was fire, so my confidence is high.
Nigga ain't anti-social now. Nigga feel I'm sociable now. This shit. Nigga finally make another album.
Yeah, but I dropped the second album.
Nigga, I'm back in my hole.
Back in my shell.
Fuck y'all niggas. I'm uncomfortable.
Now,
I will watch. Like, I follow Roddy. I swear, like, after this album, the second one dropped.
What they say about Roddy? He went broke. He fell off.
Think he got a big
Read
deal,
all the
right?
articles.
He got
Read all the
got a big
articles.
deal.
He got a big
Look at
deal,
all the
but
articles that
see,
go out right now with
I would
Roddy.
see Roddy periodically post a record, and niggas would be clowning him. He would literally go back on his story,
Delete that.
delete the shit, say I'm done with this shit, take the pictures off his Instagram.
So
it won't be on.
So
that's this album.
Maybe he's an emotional creature.
That's what I said. Being antisocial, in my opinion, doesn't mean that you aren't as emotionally disciplined or strong or got other things
He's
that you
sensitive.
But once again, I think him making this album named as he named it is. I'm letting y'all know right now. So I'm a little sensitive about it. Don't mean you a sucker, but you need to have some emotional strength to you, nigga. You need to, like you said, go get a Bluetooth or go hit that therapy, get your mental game right, because niggas ain't gonna always like everything. Every song I put out when I was in my bag, niggas didn't say it was trash, but some niggas like, this one cool. And I gotta take that. I gotta say, yo, what can I do to? But then you do get in the pocket where you do get a couple joints that's. You know what I'm saying? I had a local success, but it's like at some point I try to follow that. What song can I make to match that? And now I'm chasing something. Now I'm losing. But niggas, my thing is in life, like we all go through, we might get into a certain space that we just a certain sound, certain things may define us, certain sneakers, certain clothes may define us, but now a person that ain't seen you since that time, I thought you still drive. I thought you still, bro, I didn't elevate it. But now you like, damn, who am I now? So now him probably making the second album and it didn't get received well, he probably questioning himself when he probably already was questioning himself. He probably questioned himself with these good records. It worked. Niggas was in the crib. Now when the second one came out, niggas kind of back outside. And you gotta take that into account. Like, this shit ain't the same, God. But like you saying, that don't mean you don't stop.
Give up on your passion.
That don't mean you let somebody respectfully, Arkansas or Nebraska or upstate Mass or whoever say, man, this shit trash. And even if it's 80-20, they always say, man, the negative gonna outweigh the positive. It could be 20 people saying you the greatest and then 60 or 80 people saying you trash. Why does that 20? I get it, you doing the math, but cater to them 20 then. Cater to them 20, but good conversation.
I don't mean you just give nobody music.
Pen, man, I don't. I ain't active on social media, man. That's made me sad, man.
No, but that's what he was dealing with. He was going.
That's what I told you. It's going on. That's what's going on. A lot of people like, yo, Roddy broke. He ain't out.
When he dropped Feed the Streets, that's probably he was trying to push through all this shit, and then I don't think it still was received the right way. He dropped them videos, you probably seen them, but he'll post a record and niggas he'd be like, Roddy over, Roddy this, and he'll literally delete the shit.
Wow.
Delete the shit and be like, that's why I think the album he been working on probably since then was the Blues something or the Navy album. Navy, some shit, and he ain't put it out. And they like, yo, why he ain't putting it out? Because respectfully, probably in his head. And I get it, but like you saying, like, you gotta push through that. Even that shit is a dud.
Bro, we talking about some minuscule middle school type shit, bro. He's an adult, bro. He's an artist. He done already bypassed most people.
Roddy, man, feed the streets, man. Stick to your brand, man. I get it. We all deal with. But my point, So my point was saying, granted, you might have been even at the age that he at now and been mentally stronger than he is. And like I said, Roddy, we ain't trying to downplay you. But to where you at now, you might be even more mentally stronger. So I get it. We got to give some grace to a certain extent because you saying what you saying because you in your physicality, you in your mental, you been through what you been through, however it made you adapt. Like we were saying earlier about the pictures and shit. We can look at the same picture and look at it differently. So you may handle something like this, you're like, man, fuck this nigga, but he not. Now, your thing and that's your man's teaching. But at some point, if he ain't gravitating and learning, then he gotta figure this shit out on his own. Feel me? But Rowdy, man, feed the streets, nigga.
Yo, you
come back outside, man. We all
playing.
Fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? And like Ant said it best, man. That don't mean you stop. Granted, if you feel like it's overwhelming for you, go seek some therapy, my nigga. Ain't nothing wrong with getting your mind right, but hit the gym and just hit them push-ups in the lab. Feel me? But another record of the album that we all agreed upon, man, was Prayers to the Trap God. You know what I mean? So,
fire.
This shit got like an Atlanta thugger vibe, bro. With the melodic melodies and
this is Prayers to the Trap God. Go ahead, bro.
No, yeah, this got that vibe to it, like that.
I'm thinking about the album cover right now because I'm looking at the album cover and I'm big on coloration, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like with the album cover with Roddy looking how he looking, he got a little slight mean mug, and he got half his face, it's a shadow. This is how Rowdy is, man. Rowdy battling with himself, my nigga. I think this is why with the album being called that and him kind of struggling with finding his confidence, I guess, with creating without taking it so deep to the pause that he don't just push through what whoever's saying what they saying, but with a person showing you half of their face in the cover, like I said, he battling with himself, you feel me? So I think this album worked for him because granted, the nice good records on the album, whatever, but the name of the title of the album with Please Excuse Me for Being Inside Social, I don't think it's too many artists that speak about, yo, I want to create music, but nigga, this shit too much. I think the only person that come to mind that probably haven't said it, but is being said about him is Lloyd Banks. Like a lot of Banks don't be out, Banks don't be this, Banks don't be that, but Banks in the lab recording probably every day, put out whatever records he putting out. But some people don't want to do the social media shit. Some people don't want to do the, I gotta be out there kissing the baby, sticking 100 pictures and shit. You might fight through it, but maybe you get to a certain age, you're like, man, fuck this shit. But like you saying with Rowdy, bro, you at the prime, not to say the prime of your life, but with the social media era, it might be difficult, but nigga, turn the comments off. Turn the comments off, nigga. Just look at, you know what I'm saying? Turn the comments off.
Niggas
you got the option now.
For that, though. Like, you too grown to be worried about what the comment section
prayers to the trap god, man. I think this is a good introspective record, man. I fuck with it. Pain music, man. Simply said, pain music. You know, for people that's still tapped into the streets, whatever, or the trap, or whatever you rocking with, man. Like, granted, it's at this day and age, like I said, there's other opportunities and time that we can make different streams of income. But if you feel like you ain't got that way due to a legal situation that you feel like that's what it is, man. Granted, of course, this is an anthem. You feel me? Praying to like shit. Let me just keep running it up without niggas either smoking you, robbing you, or ultimately the feds, or the D's or whoever, you know what I'm saying, raiding your shit, locking you up, or just catching you on the hand to hand. You feel me? So definitely a good record, man. What you feel, Sean?
You know, when you trapping, man, sometimes you got praise to the trap god. You got praise to the trap god, man. On fire, man. I love this genre.
Word. Nah, it was definitely dope. Trap god. You feel me? So I got another question, man. So if you can't speak on it, you know what I'm saying, give me a story or an example of a traumatic situation that you've been through that you could say that changed your life, whether it was for good, that you've seen the good in it and it made you progress and move forward, or it fucked you up in a way that it kind of like stains how you perceive life or feel about a person in general.
Traumatic.
Like something that happened. It can be good or bad, but something that's traumatic. Like, I mean, for most part, people say traumatic is something bad, but
shit. Traumatic? I got shot the fuck up.
That's
getting shot, man.
So if you could speak on it, if you want to speak on it, like a situation like that, how did that happen?
Just typical young nigga shit, man. Running the streets, doing shit I ain't got no business doing. Yeah. But this particular incident, I was young, leaving the club. I wasn't even supposed to be in the club. Like, just dumb shit. Out doing mischievous shit, chilling with niggas I'm not supposed to be chilling with, getting into shit I'm not supposed to be getting into. That's the most traumatic thing. Pray to the trap gods. That's one of them situations. Like praying to the trap gods, because I feel like a lot of people, they underestimate the power of God. They only pray when they need something. You know what I'm saying? When you going through these traumatic changes in life, and
that's real.
You know what I'm saying? When you out here living and having fun, you're not praying. You're not worried about what God thinking. You're not worried about trying to. But yeah, getting shot, bro. I got shot in and out here, in and out here. Just getting shot, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you a millimeter away from death, you start to think about where my life is going and what I'm finna do with the rest of my life. And, those thoughts run through your mind, you know what I'm saying? I got shot when I was 18, 19, something like that. So like I said, just leaving the club, wasn't supposed to be in the club, getting into it with niggas and shit. I'm not the only person that got shot, but in order for me not to put too much out there, you know, it was other
Right,
parties shot. I was doing shit I wasn't supposed to be doing. There was
Right.
other people that got shot in the mix of that.
Right.
But unfortunately, you know, that was one of the most traumatic experiences of my life, getting shot, being in that hospital. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that I see friends and other people in situations that die from these same situations. You know what I mean? That should wake you up real quick.
Right,
like,
right.
yeah,
Fact.
what made me get away from that? And them niggas don't.
Hey.
I mean, I really want to top being shot, but I can't. So,
Hey, like everybody ain't get shot. Bro.
So I can't even.
Nah, it's like whatever.
I don't know what's, but there is. I think there's too many stories. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, cause
Yeah.
What was your original question?
My original question was
What situation you went through that?
A situation, like an example of a situation a traumatic situation that you feel like changed your perspective.
Yeah. So
on life or just a person.
So there's everything and everything that happens. Any bad situation that happens, I kind of see the good in it.
Yeah.
You know what
I'm like that now.
Yeah, I'm like that now.
It took time for me to get there.
Right.
That take time.
It do.
That should take time.
It do. But it's so many situations. You know what I'm saying? I literally was having a conversation with my guy this morning about, you know, being mad at not being mad at the other person, but being mad at myself because I knew I allowed this to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's not your fault. I expect this from you.
Yeah.
I'm mad I put myself in this position.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, there's mad traumatic situations that happen, but I can't get right now. I can't get on top of my head. Like I said, I want to tell you that I've been in a few times. I'm in here.
What about you?
Nah, man. I honestly, when I wrote the question, I didn't even think about me. I was just like posing the question, but just listening to you and not even trying to top either one of y'all. But just I think like being like 13, 14, like I just jumped off the porch, whatever, you know, always around the life. And I think at that time, I'm just moved in with my grandparents in Windsor, you feel me? So I'm away from the shit, but I'm so eager to get back to the neighborhood because I gotta, at that time, I gotta keep my name, you know what I'm saying? I gotta build a reputation for myself. So at this time, I think it's the Jamaican parade.
That's when I got shot. Soccer night.
So it's a Jamaican parade, whatever. And one of the niggas from my neighborhood, you know, rest in peace. I ain't gonna say his name, but it's 04 maybe, whatever. But he walked past homie. I'm with, mind you, only one of my peoples. We all mobbing. I don't even know these other niggas. I'm just saying I'm with you, but I'm with your niggas. We robbing niggas, run up in niggas' cribs. I don't even know what we doing. I'm just riding with the team. That's how I used to be. Like, fuck it, we own it.
And
you with
young,
it? And I'm like, whatever. I'm gonna be able to talk about this shit. I guess what I'm doing now. So I walked past homie that I knew from my neighborhood. Yo, what up, yo? 2 minutes later, niggas start letting off. Whatever. Find out later he got killed. Whatever. But the niggas I'm running with, we ended up by what it was at the time with Vibes Uptown, whatever. We in that little, that little cut back there. Mm-hmm. It's a little cut back there, so it's dark. Ain't no lights. So I'm mobbing with niggas, and I'm with one of my peoples. That I'm thinking my peoples, but it's his people. So next thing you know, niggas is like, "Yo, where you said you from again?" I'm like, "I'm from what's the name? We been mobbing all day. Like it was no problem before from such and such block."
Attention turned to
him. I'm from such and such block. Niggas is like, "Word." Now mind you, we like 8 of us. So niggas like, where you find? Tell them, and they like, oh word, you knew buddy that guy? I'm like, yeah. So now niggas is like, what up? Like niggas I'm riding with these niggas all day. Now niggas like, nah, what up with you though? You know what I'm saying? So it's 3 niggas in front of me. Mind you, I'm a slim dude, but it's some tall ass. I'm tall, but I wasn't that tall. Then some tall. That nigga looks like he was slow. Forgive me. Goofy ass nigga and 2 other niggas. They kind of triangle offense on the niggas. So I'm like, bruh, I'm looking at my peoples like. These your people's like, the fuck going on? Like, say something. He looks stupid. He looks stuck like he don't know what's going on. So I square up. You know what I'm saying? Long story short, I guess they probably thought I wasn't going to stand my ground. Niggas ended up just dipping. But I'm looking at my mans like, yo, what up with you? Like, what happened? Oh, nigga said some goofy shit that changed my perspective of the streets. Because at this time, I'm playing. I want to be in the streets so bad, but I don't understand how real this shit can get. But the fact that my man's just like, yo, I thought they was playing with you. And I remember telling the nigga, I said, damn, why you ain't play neither? Pause, you know what I'm saying? And nigga ain't had nothing to say. So I said, damn, my nigga, if I ain't hold my ground the way I did, they probably had them niggas come across like I was solid, I probably, who knows what would have happened. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that changed my perspective in the sense of like, yo, this shit ain't easy, yo. This shit ain't no game.
Yo,
You capping, you playing. The nigga that you just said what up to in your neighborhood just got smoked. You know what I'm saying? Now niggas is, if you from my neighborhood, you know who I'm talking about and what happened after that. Like you said, I ain't trying to get into no details because I ain't capping. I ain't trying to brag about this shit. But that shit right there changed my perspective at 14. And after that, to still be able to, I guess, still say I want to be in the streets. Clearly, that's what I wanted. But it ain't no real rules and loyalty in this shit. And I never really rocked with that nigga that was there with me that time. He know who he is, but yeah, that shit.
Listen to that story.
I just couldn't trust. Basically, I couldn't trust niggas after that. I already was iffy. And that's why I was saying earlier about the anti-social shit. Shit like that is why I wouldn't want to be around niggas I ain't know. I ain't want to expose where I was from. I hate that. Where you from? Nigga, I'm from the north then. What part? Nigga, nah, where you? No, I don't like doing all that. And even what Ant said, I think from the first show, off camera, and we both was on that like, who the fuck about to be here? Because I'm always got that mindset of like, I don't want to be around no niggas that's from the other side. And even if I'm not in that situation or that lifestyle no more 100%, I still got to move a certain way. So these specific moments has got me to be guarded and not trust niggas off the rip. So yeah, that definitely changed my perspective.
And man, first of all, I want to say,
we glad you're still here too, nigga.
That's exactly.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Nah, real shit.
Thank you.
You about to make history. I was like, damn.
Thank you.
I want to come up and sensitive about that. Like, I was honestly. But yo, listen to your story.
You know I'll tell you who it is off camera.
You know something changed my life, and I still to this day I feel guilty, yo. I watched my mans get jumped.
Did you tell me that before?
I might have had.
Who the fuck is this nigga, man?
Yeah. I watched my mans get jumped. Right? Yo, pimpin', yo, and
I think you mentioned that to me before.
I feel guilty to this day. When I see my mans,
so I brought up a memory, nigga. Said, hold on.
Open up a door.
Yo, man, my mans. Keep in mind now, I'm telling my peoples had beef with some folks, and he would never go down the street. Keep in mind, I ain't got no problem with these dudes. I'm my guy. Like, how we gonna walk down this way? One day he decided to be brave. The street that he ain't got no business going down. That one day is when it happens, right? So he across the street. I'm not even with him, but I see him. So my guy that's next to me is about to go down. I say, yo, come on, let's go. I don't feel a nigga behind me. So I look back. I'm like, what up? I'm gonna help him. He looked at me. He said, nah, we ain't cool like that. Hey, yo. And now I'm starting to do math. I'm like, we outnumbered. It's not even. Hey, yo, we outnumbered. I'm about to jump into this to get my ass whooped too.
And this nigga in his head like, yo, I was with my boys. Where my boys at? Showing like, that's not my boy.
Hey, yo,
showing like, that's not my boy.
Yo. My man's I was getting whooped. That was my man's. The buddy I was with, I thought that we was all boys. I thought as a kid, I thought that's what it was.
Yeah, for sure.
Anytime you know somebody that you rock with, I was doing what I thought we always do, is defend each other. Mm-hmm. But in that moment, he let me know like, nah, it's not my man's. He's an associate.
Yeah, we don't get into shit like that if we not like this.
Facts.
Yeah.
So now with that happening and me not helping, that altered my life, because to this day, as a 37-year-old man, I still feel guilty.
Nah, I get it.
I'd rather had just jumped in that fight and got whooped than to watch my mans get whooped.
Yeah. Facts.
I feel guilty even saying this right now.
And you should.
I should.
You should.
I should.
You should.
If you know who you are, trust me.
He said he know who you are.
I didn't forget myself.
Get that get back, man.
I didn't forget myself.
But that's young, bro.
It was young, but
you can't blame myself for young. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Young thoughts. Like, I hate when they be like, a young kid, he 14, 15, he done told who shot him or who shot his parents, and then you got the internet, he snitched.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You see how they do these young rapping kids now, and they tell on who shot their mom or who shot at their house, or, man, y'all hurt my family, dog. And I'm 14, 15. I don't know the whole entirety of. So, nah, man, I think that shit. A lot of things that make us who we is as stand up men now came over time, bro.
Sure.
It's not something that we was born with. We don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? We don't know that the dudes we close with may snake us one day. We don't know that, you know what I'm saying? Like, these are things that we learn over time to make us who we is.
Right.
So you shouldn't feel bad about that, man. You should if that was your real man and y'all was not there. But if that wasn't your real man, you got other shit going on. That ain't got
I'm mature, no, and I still feel guilty. I mean, ain't nothing that's not gonna make me not feel guilty about that because I said that's my dog. Yeah, do I chill with him every day now? No. But it just, yeah, I should.
You should have got your ass whooped.
I'd rather have just got my ass whooped than not.
That give you a feeling of like at least high. You know what I'm saying? I did my best, bro. We both got our ass whooped.
We both got our ass whooped. You know what I mean?
That's a better feeling than sitting back like, damn, I just let him get fucked up.
Just the same thing. If one of my little mans came to me and he told me, so I'd be like, you a sucker.
Yeah,
I did some sucker shit.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. But it take a man now to stand up and be like, man, I did some fuck shit, man.
I knew it was
Most
wrong.
niggas ain't taking accountability.
I knew it was wrong then.
You know what
I think you told me that.
You know what I mean? This is
that's
like
some real shit.
20 plus years of me knowing, yo, that was fucked
real.
up.
That's real nigga shit, though.
So, great conversations, man. Like, what's another? I mean, give us the experience that you've been through, man. Like I said, hit the comment section. But the last song that we all agreed upon that we rock with was War Baby. So we gonna get into War Baby and then we gonna tap back in.
Wire,
You ain't watching fucking Wire, you bitch ass nigga. That's why it's hard for me to watch like the new like street shows because the Wire just too organic and too thorough.
I think Wire got one bad season. Is that the second season?
How many seasons the Wire got?
It's 5.
5.
I'll say if people say the second season is not the greatest because it's on the ports. It's when the docks.
The docks.
But it's dope when you really just because you gotta go through that season to understand how to work, get moved around.
What season that is?
The second one.
So
you meet the plug.
It ain't the bad season.
So you gotta kind of go through that.
Yeah, they don't want to meet the plug.
Yeah,
they want to keep it in the hood and shooting bang bang. Like, nigga, that's how that shit hit to the block.
But that's like, you ever watch
that's part
Breaking
of the
Bad?
backstory. No, I ain't seen Breaking Bad. No, I know all the shit about
I hear about it, but
I ain't never
I'm
watched
just so wired.
Breaking Bad is my favorite show.
Okay. It is?
Yes.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm
gonna
start watching it.
So Breaking Bad,
done, right?
It's done. They had a joint called Better Call Saul. That was a lawyer from so that was like a spinoff of Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
But that first season of Breaking Bad, I was just watching it. At this point, I wasn't even watching shows. You know what I'm saying? I was active, super active.
Yeah.
So Breaking the Power was the first show I started watching. Breaking Bad was the second, but it's because everybody's like, you watch Breaking Bad.
Yeah,
so as I get to watch it, I'm like, yo, why niggas keep telling me to watch it? That first season, slower than a motherfucker.
Yeah. The first whole season?
First whole season.
So once you get through that, you good money? Y'all niggas ever watch Ozark?
I did.
Work.
I started
that's all about work too.
I did.
Ozark,
I ain't
Breaking Bad, that's
cooking
work,
the books.
Right? Yeah.
I ain't get back to it.
How much season was Ozark?
I can't tell you. I couldn't even remember. Bro. That shit was so long ago.
It was good, but
so Breaking Bad was better
for me personally.
Everybody said
well, Ozark. I was just doing too much for me to
that shit.
Pay attention.
Say you know what I'm saying? Keep my attention.
Right. What?
The Wire.
Breaking Bad. Oh, The Wire.
Oh, yeah.
That's more relatable to our situation.
That's the real trenches.
The trenches we in.
Real trenches.
Breaking Bad was more, that's meth. And Ozark is more like top tier,
Big
plug,
bullshit.
transporting, like just, you know, it's just more, it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
But, so yeah, man, that was War Baby, man. War Baby we was listening to before we got into conversations about some good series, man. The Wire, Ozark, Breaking Bad, man. You know, tap in, you feel me? I gotta tap into it. So other than the Wire classic. But yeah, so War Baby. So for me, more pain music from the bottom music, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just, I like when the choir came in at the end. Like that shit just like, yeah, that shit hard. Like I fuck with the choir, like when they put the choir vibes in certain songs. But sometimes it just be too cheesy, you know what I'm saying? Because I think some people be trying to create that church vibe. And respectfully, I never was a church nigga, you know what I'm saying? I believe in the higher power, but that church vibe ain't really for me. But yeah, man, just when he was like, man, we used to rob the robbers, like, yeah, that was, you know what I'm saying? I hustled, but I definitely was one of them niggas who just still to this day, though I'm not in that life, but I still keep that energy. Like, nigga, I don't give a fuck who you is. But back then, yeah, niggas would rob the robbers. Like, bro, just to test our gangster. Like, bro, you scared? Work through that shit. But when he said that, I was like, yeah, I feel that, man. Like I said, used to be on that type of time. So definitely War Baby was fire.
Man, I fuck with his son, man. They give you that church vibe.
Yeah.
They make you, you know what I mean? They give you that choir, that. They make you feel it in your soul, man. Pause, man. Yeah.
Whoa.
Stamp it, man. I fuck with this.
Yeah, Sean. Fuck with it.
Do I? Initially, when I listened to this album, it was my favorite song on here. Probably not my favorite song now.
Yeah.
Because I didn't deep dive into the album. And right now, looking at this board, might be Roll the Dice.
Nah,
Roll the Dice.
Yeah. Maybe
Trap God. For me, Roll the Dice, Trap God, and Perfect Time.
Yeah.
I'm like my joints. But War Baby is initially, I was like, yo, this is my favorite song.
Yeah.
Fire. Production. I don't think we touched on production on this album.
Was
top tier.
Top tier.
I think when you got that machine behind you, bro, when you could put the money and the energy and the effort into the production, like Kanye West was. Oh no!
So
I'm talking wrong.
I looked at a track, listened to the joint. Like I think probably the most notable production I seen was ATL Jacob. The intro, and then Mustard was on Ballin'.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying, but
I don't know what specific songs, but I did see the list of different producers.
But it wasn't nothing that I can recognize. Yeah, I forgot what the hell I was about to say, but production was fire. Oh, that's all I was about to say. I wonder what it was about Roddy that the label. It seemed like the label gave him a big bag.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know if you tapped in. I know Roddy, you saying this morning you watching videos, but he had a lot of videos and a lot of good
videos. Yeah,
he got that machine behind him, Atlantic, bro.
But what was it about Roddy that made him say, "Yo, we gonna put this behind you"? Because it's his first album.
Because he wasn't risky. Roddy not a gangster getting killed. He not gonna be out there in the streets where you gotta the reward is greater than, you know what I mean? Like the risk is greater than the reward. They seen Roddy as a young, melodic. His voice is out of this world. He sound different. Like I think everything with Roddy's situation was like everything aligned perfectly for him. You know what I'm saying? So when it come time to get that bag and that backing, it was no question because he, you know what I'm saying? The talent was there. They seen the potential and they knew he wasn't out there risking the potential of these albums or whatever they needed from him to fulfill the contract.
Right.
They're like, oh, this young nigga, he got, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
He make good music. He got a good voice on him. He got a good following. I feel like they put a little bit more behind him because they seen the potential.
Facts. You ain't listened to the album, the project before this.
Nah, I might have. I just don't be knowing the names of a lot of shit, but I might have.
So his joint before this was Feed the Streets, and he had records like, which the record that brought initially I heard him on Meek Mill's Championship.
Feed the Streets. What song?
The song that I feel like
Feed the Streets too. You got Die Young, you got Area Codes, you got Down for Real, and Every Season.
If you can't play a little bit of Every Season, play a little bit of Die Young for Ant.
Oh yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I didn't know the names of the song, the albums, but yeah, I know. I probably know a lot of this shit
for sure. I wonder what it was. Was it this project that somebody went to the label and said, "Yo, he's him.
He's him.
We gotta put that bag behind him." But he got some joints on here.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that for him to get signed to Atlantic and they see the bigger picture, they know who's who and what's what. You know what I'm saying?
They had to. This was 2018, Feed the Streets. So 2020 or 2019, he released it in December. So they had to be like, oh, word.
They knew the potential at home.
And I'm trying to think, did he get on that feature with Nip before the album dropped? I think he did, right? Racks in the Middle. Did that come out before? Racks in the Middle
was after his first album.
Okay. If I'm not had to have been right before Nip passed then. Because Nip passed.
Before Nip passed. It was before Nip passed before he dropped that second album.
Now Racks in the Middle was my shit. I fuck with that.
Right. Oh, he was on fire at that point.
Yeah, so.
But I'm thinking about that even Feed the Streets, he had Scott Storch from Love Below.
My word.
So he had to have some kind of
something.
He had something.
He's different, bro. You gotta hear his voice. Like
I think he was potentially about to sign with Meek. So he probably was around Meek, probably had a little, just being close to you know to that situation and whatever came with it to be able to pull you know.
I think Roddy was
beat from
super
here,
talented, bro. I think him had potential.
There's some joints I want to play for y'all once we, you know, get through everything.
So I mean, yeah. So this is the 5 joints that we particularly it was like, nah, these are the ones that we really like from the album. So is any other records off the album that y'all could say like it's not y'all favorite, but definitely some joints that I fuck with them though.
So it's tough for me because if y'all ain't never hear this album, go listen to this album. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you looking for a good vibe, please check this album out. I feel guilty that I can't really tell you the tracks other than War Baby. I really ain't know the tracks names. I'm learning them now because we dissected this album.
Yeah,
but I really used to just put this album on and let it play from the beginning to end.
This is one of the ones.
Right. It's not. First of all, it's not a long album. And
it's 16 songs, but it's a smooth listen. It's not. It don't
smooth
seem
listen. It's probably like 2 minute.
Let me see what the
long is probably 3 minute tracks.
What is it? 47
43 minutes. So that ain't
43 minutes.
43 minutes.
These 2 to 3 minute records.
There's really not a skip on here. You know what I mean? So
that's why I tried to explain about this album.
Right.
It's one of the ones you can let it rock.
And that's why I don't really know the track title because I wasn't looking to see which one I want to skip to. I just let it rock.
It go. That's how I feel about this album too. I said that in the beginning, like it's one of them just a wholesome album where you can just let it play. He got vibes. There's vibes on there.
I think only record that I feel like we didn't speak about. Like I said, great album overall, sonically, production, vibe. As far as the lyrics, what Roddy was on, features was good features. You feel me? Probably was a high fashion record. I think that was a good record for us. I think I did hear that record on the radio a lot, and even kind of recently when I don't really listen to the radio like that, but I would hear that record on the radio. The high fashion, I ain't going.
That was a commercialized record,
and I'm like, bro. So I get it. Maybe he didn't have these type of radio records on the second album, to Live Life Fast, but like we were saying, that album's still dope. But as far as this album, he probably had a lot. I don't know if he intentionally tried to make radio records, but he had some, like even the records we spoke of, like at least 2 of those records could have been radio records if they wasn't. So but that high fashion was definitely a good look with,
I said
DJ
Ballin'.
Mustard.
I gotta correct myself. I said Ballin'. Ballin' was off for like a Mustard project.
Okay.
And he actually referenced it in this album.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Like, remember the grandma saying, you got to be listening to all these inappropriate songs.
Yeah.
He was talking about Ballin'.
Okay.
And High Fashion was a song that was on this album.
Yeah.
Mustard produced that joint.
Yep.
But I remember I'm listening to High Fashion while I'm working. I was like, damn, I could play this with my parents. Play this with my grandma.
You can play this whole album, right?
The whole album, but like this particular song, like
I
could see me playing around the old folks and they like they digging it. You know what I mean?
That makes sense.
But as far as other joints, I'm struggling with the names. But I remember we talked about the joint with Ty Dolla $ign. I think that's Backseat.
Backseat.
Backseat. Jones.
Backseat, one of them ones, bro. I don't even know that wasn't up there.
We was gonna put it up there, but Sean said, I mean,
it's cold, but we had to choose a few joints.
Backseat. Speak on it.
Play Backseat.
Backseat, man. So we about to play a little bit of Backseat for me. So that was Backseat.
I got it.
Cool.
I got it.
But like you said, you could say something so simple, but it's how you say it, man. How you say it in this show. Like you saying, his voice. He got a decent voice.
He got a voice.
Match the right
go
production
with
that
these
go
type
with
of songs, bro. You said it perfect.
It's crazy because I'm not even talking about home bars. It's all about melody. Like
fact.
Melody is his melody is good enough for me to compete with bars.
Yeah.
Bro, he got the type of music where you don't even have to say nothing. You could hum his words and play the beat, and you would like the song.
Keep it
and play the beat.
It's a fact. Keep it me. I don't know. I can't say, and I don't want to discredit him because he pronounces his words.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I just can't probably really remember what he's saying.
Yeah,
but I literally listen on drum like
Yeah, he don't got crazy wordplay, but exactly, you hum that shit.
Hum the shit out
That's
of the whole
it.
joint.
Like, you know what I mean? You're not looking for crazy wordplay when it comes to Roddy, though. You know what I'm saying?
But I also don't want to spread his wordplay. He be saying some slick ass shit. It is that his melody overpowers
for sure
whatever he be saying.
Yeah,
man.
You're looking for the melody and the melodic shit before you start looking for the lyrics.
Facts. So even like a record like that, or like the high fashion record, or some of the good vibe records that give you a kind of like a energy that make you feel like you're in a good mood. Another question I had was like, what experience in your life so far like gave you a crazy natural high that you can remember? Not like you was drinking or smoking, but a natural high that you can remember, like whether it was a birth of a child, or birthday, or new car, new crib, something that you could think of like, bro, that was a natural high that, bro, I remember that day that, man, that shit was just a good ass day. I just felt good. Everything was just lined up perfectly. You could think of an example.
I had one of those not so long. I can't remember what it was, but I definitely had one of those.
Yeah.
Damn. I don't know, Ant. You got one?
Really, I can't really. A natural high that was
like you wasn't high, of course, but you wasn't drinking. You just something happened that was a good thing that happened. Whether, like I said,
I think when I take trips, like that feeling I get, like the day I'm flying or I'm in whatever I'm doing, like the day I'm rejuvenated, I feel good. You know what I'm saying? Like I think I get that natural high of me. Like I'm about to fly out. I'm about to, you know what I mean, live a different experience from my mundane everyday lifestyle. I think I feel it, like I feel myself a little bit more.
So I can't think of a particular moment, but I want to say when I go into a week, I think it's going to be, I already anticipate the bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I know, but I'm ready for the bullshit. Whereas that shit might break down the average person. I'm like, I knew this shit was coming. Ready for this. So when I'm having a week where
shit ain't no a lot of bullshit,
and then it's Thursday.
Yeah,
it's Thursday. I'm like, damn, I done cruise past all the bullshit.
Yeah,
now I'm on a high.
Yeah,
because Friday and Saturday gonna be a breeze. So yeah, that's probably the most recent I can think of.
I mean, for me, it's probably like I said, music related, man. Like I think it was a performance I had years ago. I think Hot 93.7, our local radio station. A couple of the DJs or disc jockeys was in there, whatever. Kid Fresh was in there. And I remember I had like my Guna Die hoodie. You know what I'm saying? I had on my sweats that the match, whatever. Long story short, but this about the time I got on stage, man, I still got the video. You know what I'm saying? I posted from time to time, but like the crowd was going crazy, bro. Like I remember just listening. I guess I'm smiling now. Like remember that shit. Just the energy was crazy. Like niggas was singing word for word, and I'm like, yo, how the fuck they know this shit? But to see that whole crowd in the club was packed, and I got them, you feel me? And I'm like, yo, I'm lit. Like, you feel me? I probably was like 23, 24, so I'm still in that, I'm trying to, quote unquote, be a rapper or artist and shit. So this is when I really was chasing this shit, you feel me? I was like I said, over 13, that was like 13 years ago. So to be able to feel that, because I remember, they say speak about what you want and be precise in what you want. I used to say that. I just want to perform. I want niggas to know my, and I achieved that. You know what I'm saying? I might have not achieved it in the sense that it's thousands or 100,000 of people that's in the crowd, but the fact that I had 100 people in the spot rocking to a song that some of them probably didn't know. The others did, but some people just was like, yo, I don't know what the fuck this is, but this shit sound good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And me able to feel that, it was like, yo, this shit hard. And like you said with the Rowdy shit, like earlier, like, damn, that shit made me want to keep going forward. Like, damn, dog, what else can I do? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I got addicted to that feeling.
Yeah,
like I said, I got into a pocket. I wanted to create that type of sound to get that feeling again. And I couldn't, it took me a minute to know that that's what that was.
That time was that time.
That's what that sound was. You feel me? Moving to another bag. You know what I'm saying? That's why it took you probably peaked back then. I kept trying to find that, and they got back into a different sound later in life. Cause I was I'm trying to catch that. Nigga, you you know what I'm saying? Niggas was on this. Like this shit hard, but it's like, nah, do what works for me. That's been really authentic. Not saying that record that I performed wasn't authentically me, but I do remember creating that record trying to make something, and it worked for that. And it was a lyrical murder joint.
Right.
Cool. But now I listen to it, I be like, it's a dope record, you feel me? But it's not me no more. So the songs that I think we probably at this point in time gravitate to, like the Forever Real Niggas Getting Money, the one you really like. I just how I was rapping, I was just talking. That shit, that's normal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the other records, when I was trying to catch them, that one caught. But the other ones, it was like, it's cool, but it's like, yeah. But I did, came back with the summertime vibes, like the fucking UFO, usual fly outfits. You know what I mean? So that for me was a natural high. Like, bro, I was in the basement, nigga, putting this shit together.
My bad to cut you. That you said that. What was the track? That was the intro of what?
What the song that I was someone that gave me that natural high from?
No, what's the joint that I was rocking with Crazy?
Oh, the Forever Real Niggas Getting Money. That was on the Nightmare on the Drug Block EP. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you my favorite joint.
That's the one.
I did. I'm trying to tell you my.
Then you said some shit was about the.
Which one was Golden Keys? What was the name of the joint? Golden Keys.
You say Keys?
Golden Keys. What album that was?
That was Last Real God Alive.
Okay, the intro to that joint.
Oh yeah, Day-to-Day Hustle. Day-to-Day Hustle, yeah, I'm on the grind. That shit.
You sure?
I don't think that's what I'm saying.
You gotta play it for me, please. No.
That's what I'm saying. It ain't this one.
It wasn't that one.
Gotta be.
It was the same album Golden Keys was on.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. You talking to me? I'm telling you.
Nigga.
You acting like
the second song. I know it ain't this. Which one is it? It ain't that one. 91 Baby.
Keys was on.
91 Baby.
Oh. Now this you talking about this is the wrong album. You want one man, one guy, one arm.
Oh, you talking about Last Real God Alive.
I might as well write your raps, man. Cause I remember your music more than you remember it, man.
Yeah, so you said the intro. Oh, the Rival shit.
The Rival.
This shit.
26 doing life, lost its appeal. Your real isn't real, your ice doesn't chill, your dollar isn't
And you said my favorite?
Oh, okay. Yeah. But I remember writing this shit. Like, this shit was just...
I feel like that was effortless for you.
Yeah, it was. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, yeah, but yeah,
that's
natural high shit.
That's another conversation.
Yeah, natural high shit. You feel me? But yeah, you know what I mean? So this is Roddy Ricch. Once again, man, please excuse me for being anti-social, man. So overall, for me, to summarize the album, I think it's verified stamp for me. Like, it's certified, great project. Like I said, it's not for the lyrics, it's for the vibe, it's for the production. I think Rowdy had intentions with this album to kind of express that, yeah, I might be a creative and I do want to create the music, but he probably still trying to figure out how he want to, where he want to position himself in the game as far as the industry. But
it's too late for that.
Yeah, it might be too late for that. But
you win it.
He in it. I stamp it. You know what I'm saying?
Don't try to jump out the whip now, nigga. Car already rolling.
What you feel? You stamping it?
Yeah, this is a good body of work. Shit, he got that machine behind him. This was an era.
You think the machine's still behind him though? You think they just...
No, right now?
Yeah.
I don't know what Rowdy got going on. But as far as this album, I stand it. Great body of work. He had Atlantic behind him. He had a bunch of artist features on it.
Yeah.
Like, and then Rowdy, he got that iconic sound. Melodic as shit. I fuck with it. I think this is a stamped album.
Yeah. And last week, my family last week, somebody that was watching the show this week, home said, man, he loved when somebody, which I know was you, said super stamp.
Super stamp?
Super stamp.
I don't super stamp this album.
That's fine. I'm letting you know. I super stamp this joint.
You super stamp? Yeah,
for sure.
Oh, you gotta do it though. Go ahead.
Super stamp.
So when we super stamp shit, that's what we gonna do.
All right.
From now on, y'all see when we see we do super stamp. That's super stamp.
Yes, that one's super stamp. Yeah. I ain't even gonna give a regular stamp. That's super stamp. Look, my little man in the background. Super stamp.
Super stamp, baby.
Yeah. So big super stamp, Rowdy. So South End Sean super stamped it. I stamped it. Ant stamped it. You know what I mean? What y'all do? Y'all stamping it or y'all not stamping it? Like, hit the comment section. Once again, this is episode 8, man. We moving, we rocking, we rolling.
On the road to, we almost in the double digits.
Yeah, we got, you know what I mean? We're gonna be in the double digits before you know
it. They thought we was done after the first jump.
Yeah, they thought we wasn't gonna make it, but we solid. We verified in our own personalities, our lifestyles, how we moving from the past to the present into the future. So episode 8, you know what I'm saying? Roddy Ricch. Please excuse me for being anti-social.
Sure.
If you're anti-social, man, just embody that, man. Capitalize off of that, man. Be the best anti-social individual you can be, but don't let it stop you from getting to your bag, getting your mind right, taking care of your family, man. So this is the latest episode of Stamp. Roddy Ricch. Peace.
Peace.
Yes, sir.